Look, the time is here. It's 20.
Did you know that women are generating
This is miscellaneous. Maybe I'll put it here. This is miscellaneous, but I didn't get close to me. Maybe I should put it in here. What the monkeys upside down? Milton Bradley. Doing a little cleanup. What's on my mind? I'd like to make a few more hours of completing last week's work and the weeks before and looking over things. I've got about a dozen books I did in the last 6 weeks or so. I guess it's not so much. I rip out pages too, so don't worry. I count for that too. Oh, is this oh yeah, okay. I'll put that there. That shouldn't be there. This I'm never sure what to do with. Okay, got this pen, this pen, this pen. This goes here, that goes there. This goes here, that goes there. I think I'm starting to put the short ones in this box here. It's one of my favorite boxes here. This. Right, for those of you who have never been here before, these are my tools. My tools. These are my tools. What do I do on this channel? Why do I occupy this area space? Why does my back hall look like it's a green screen from the Aztec Mayan times? I left out a few others. If you want, I can do a card reading for you. My card reading is a reading that we can do together. Even you can do the reading. This, you know, you have QWERTY over there, and QWERTY talks. What is Q17, right? Is reverse alphabet. What is J10? A, B, C, D, 1, 2, 3, 4 equals to 10. I read a number itself. I read the numbers. I talk about the numbers. I'm still in my learning stages right now. So when I say I'm going to tell you about the cards, I will align for others to understand or for what is my vision right now. So when I say I'm going to tell you about the cards, I will align for or for what is my vision or for what is my vision or for what is my vision. Knowing about Rubik's Cube can also be seen as Saturn square, Saturn magic square. Also how we can dance around the numbers, right? We can dance all these numbers around. What do I mean by dance? Is because you want to know about 3, 6, and 9? Is because you want to know about 3, 6, and 9 to a single digit? When it's 2, 5, and 8, okay, it will be what is 3, 3, and 3. And when it's 1, 4, and 7, it'll be 6, 6, and 6. Because 6 times 1, 4, 7 is 20, is 6, 24, and 42. And you have 6, 6, 6. So anything the 6 multiplied by 2, 5, and 8 will give you 12, 30, and 48. 1 and 2, 3. 3, 8, and 4, 12. 1 and 2, 3. And then 3, 6, and 9 multiplied by 6 will give you 18, 36, 54. Right? And there's an equation in Rubik's Cube about this. Rubik's Cube has 6 sides and 9 to a side. It has 8 corners at 3 to a corner, right? 8 by 3 equals to 24. It has 12 edges, right? But we can't use all 12, but we can use 6 because on 6 edges, we'll have 12 and then we'll get our 36. So here we have 999. But if we want to see the beginning of this, I'd rather see it this way. Hold on a second. I rather see it this way, the same way as the phone, right? You multiply that by 3, right? It equals to 3, 12, 21. 2 and 1 is 3, 2 and 1 is 3, and 3. 3 by 3 by 3, 27 and 9 equals to 36. How do you get 3? 1 between 2, right? 1 between 2 equals to 3. So is it Pisces that creates it? Is it alpha and beta or vet? Is it bet or vet? So this is what I do here. We know people are safe at home right now, getting off those slippery streets, driving through that hectic weather in the cold or in the heat, in the day or in the night, on their way to work and on their way home, bringing in the groceries, taking out the garbage. You are where you are and you are here right now. What brings to it that this channel brings the enlightenment of all that ever has been spoken, for I only speak about the word ABC. But before I begin to speak about anything that associates to be a word, what is 1, 2, 3? What do I see? Do you see what I see? I know we get a 2-minute penalty in hockey, 120 seconds. When you add up 1 through 15, you get 120. Why is that relevant? 1 through 15 equals to 120. If you were playing the game of pool, you would have 7 balls, 1 ball, and 7 balls. And with that, 1 through 7 is 28, cycling in the 28-day cycle of the moon. The lunar moons between Earth and Mars, a bridge and an association in the cubonic worlds, 4 and 3, bringing Abraham and Isaac together. Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, and Ishmael, right here. Can you see it? I will design for you the art that goes along with it and the equation of 7 times 7 times 7. This is the answer. $343. And you know what? So when you see this, they're all supposed to be hexagons. Times 4 equals to 24. That is a horrible design, and I got to get something to drink. I'll be back in a minute. Whoop! Wow, it's falling over, eh? Just let me put something behind here. Oh yeah, that's okay. Okay, I got that. Yeah, yeah. Okay, I got that. So, for those who are here right now, this is the reason why there's not many people here, because this is a private live and only few were selected. And the thing is, I'm not the one doing the selecting. TikTok is. TikTok is only selecting a few onto this channel. Thank you, TikTok. It's easier to concentrate. For every word one speaks, there is something relevant in the reality of one. And there is an answer. But right now, I seek out an answer that everybody looks for. What is 1? What is 2? What is 3? What is 4? What is 5? What is 6? What is 7? What is 8? What is 9? Single digits and double digits, and I gotta get something. $222. Why? $222, $444, $111, $111 on the clock, $17.76, a tetrahedron, the platonic solids, thirds and quarters and halves, 3/4, 1/3, 1/3, 2/3, 3/3. That's hold. That's all of 9. When you have 3 and 3, you have all of 9, right? The setup of the system of all the harmonics are divisible. At least this is what I see. I could be wrong. $741 divided by 3 is 49. Um, 247. I don't know why I said that. Wow. That was, sorry. Okay. It was 147 divided by 3 equals 2. 49. Okay, so we could have did 471 divided by 3. It equals to 157. So these are all your cardinal signs, and this is how they move over, right? And you can say as you want, right? But the 15 and the 7 in pool become what is the 6 and the 7. They connect together. They're the same ball, but one of them, okay, 2, 4, 6, 8, one house. 1, 3, 5, and 7, and 9, another house. Okay? They are intertwined together here, created with 1 between 2 equaling to 3, and the 1 taking the 5th position. If you can see the lower house, let me introduce and tell you what I do first. We're only one here. Usually I don't do this when we're one person, especially when we're the same one person that I just did this a minute ago. Good evening, Raf. Good evening, Joseph. So you're on this page. You're not sure what it's about. What did I mention? What do you know at this point? You want to come up and ask me? Let's make it easy. Instead of me spitting out all the numbers, I can explain to you the art in the background, right? I can explain to you that in one way or another that we are either void, okay, of Capricorn, or in order to get the Capricorn, we must take a leap. The reason for this, I'm going to just show you. I hope I didn't get my numbers wrong. See, Aries, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now we have to skip from Libra 7, okay, which is in the line through 4, all the way over here, okay, to 6. My question is, I created this, right? Perhaps it wasn't supposed to be created this way. Perhaps I should have connected this over to this. So I have to make a new design. This has to be connecting to this. Now, if you question me why, because this number here, okay, this number over here, that's number 7. This number here is number 6. That's 13. You see, according to the Cubonic world, right? According to this world here, and this map all diced out here, area space. This area space, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? 1 area, 2 areas, 3, 4, is the same as 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's 4 here, and there's 4 here. So now when I put numbers on them, I have to make this area look different from this area. So the bottom area, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Did I do this here somewhere? I don't know. I just got tons of info. I wouldn't know which page to drop on. So we go A, B, C, D, or what is 1, 2, 3, 4? What is 1, 3, 6, 10? You can go 60 seconds and 100% of time, right? And if you went over to 3 and 4, right, we can also go 20, and over here we're going to go 15. And then over here, we're going to go 120. And then over here, we're going to go 90. You know what this is? When you count 1 to 15, you get this. See this here? The gateway meets. See that right here? 12 years from that date. There's a separation in this date. You know what the separation in this date is? All right, check this out. Check this out. First of all, the duality comes together. 77 times 75 equals 5775. 75 times 75, 5625, plus 75 plus 75 equals 5775. If you look up online right now, go online right now, okay, look up orphan roulette, okay, and this is what you're going to find. On the right side, you're going to have 3 cases of numbers, right? And in the 3 cases of numbers, you're going to have 5 digits, right? Every digit can take on a different value. In this instance, you can either give it a numeric value, reverse value, right? Which is the encompassment, like 1 would get 9 and 7 would get 3. That would be 3 by 31. And that is where Saturn comes in. Just give me a minute. 17. 17 gets 93. And 31 by 3 equals to 93. The reason I said this is the word Saturn, right, is also, I call it the dark sun or the rat sun, is for in the word it says sun. And since there are 3 of them, as to Venus has a sun inside of it, and Uranus has a sun inside of it. The 3 of them are what is the 19th, the 22nd, and the 21st, just skipping over the T. The T is the separation and the connection between the two. What is 19 and 21 is just like saying USA, right? The 21 is almost like what is 1, that when you announce the word first, you come to 21st. Which way are we going on the countdown T minus counting 20, 19, 18? For which reason are these words spoken? When you look on the right and you add it up, it adds up to 57. When you add it up on the left, it's 75, consisting of starting with a single digit, ending with a single digit. A and I, 1 and 9, or if you associate this as 19, you will call this 19 Capricorn, Sagittarius. An association of A, B, C, D equaling to 10. Can we associate that with the 10th zodiac sign? And Sagittarius, for all of the signs, that when 9 connects to 1, it's your first connect. Your first low ball connect of A, B, C, D fits with the birth 9 into the 28 heaven of the waters and the earth 28, or 2, we're going to find 28 right here. Earth and water. There is no 46, so perhaps we will just use 4 and 6. 4, we have water. 6, we have earth connected into the orphalins. And remember, 1, 7, 3, 4, 6. What is missing? There is a 2 missing. There is a 5 missing. There is an 8 missing and a 9. 2, 5, 8, 9. 2, 5, 8, 9. 2, 5, 8, 9. Wow. Wow, we need associations of 4. You see, I'm going to show you the associations of 4. 15, 24, that's the ox. Okay, I'm going to have to explain to you this after. Okay, so over here, right? Yes, and why I said 93 is when you bring things on a compass, you start from the center, the fine point, and then you go out and you have both sides, right? And you have 1 and 9 is the completion. On one side, if I understand, it's going to be 4. On the other side, it's going to be 7. And one of the things about 4 and 7 is it's basically the same thing, because it's 3, 1 equaling to 4, 3 equaling to 7, 1 equaling to 4, 3 equaling to 7, 3131313. Three, 1, and 13, and 31 equals 75, just like we saw. And 13, and 31, and 13 equals 57, just like we saw. And each one of these ones and threes equals to 4, 4, 4, 4. Right? So does that mean it's 35, 17, 35? Is there an equate? I have to write that one down. Hold on. How is everybody tonight? Does anybody know what this channel is all about? Why am I here? What do I do? I don't want to waste anybody's time. If you have a question about something that you understand by the virtue of what I do, then please ask it. Do not hesitate. That is why I'm here, for that reason. I'm also here at the same time by those questions you ask. I probably do not know what you're talking about, but I will have an answer for you, because I give you a numeric answer to that reality of the word itself. Every letter speaks for itself. And I'm not, and I shouldn't. I'm only doing this for 22 years, but I don't count the first 18 or 19, or maybe even 20. I couldn't see it until like a few years ago. What couldn't I see? I couldn't see all the relationships that are just popping up everywhere that speak for their own. The simplicity of its own reality speaking to itself. So this number over here is both what is the Batz mitzvah, and the bar mitzvah. What is like what is like B and A? Why? A1, B2. Whoop. A1, whoop. Hey, go back. Why A1, B2? Okay, if you were going A, B, C, D, it would be A1, B2. Well, if we start at 13 and go backwards, right, it would be 13 would be A1 and 12 would be B2, right? That's why. So when we cross this up, it would be 1 and 13, and it'd be 2 and 12 equaling to 14. So that's the encompassment of this entire cube. Yes, I will find it. It's also the letter NN, which is 28, 14, 14, cycling the 28th day for the moon. I will find just information. It is out there, and anybody can do it. And everybody will find it. I'm just telling the story about everything I find. I'm just reading it back. It's no big deal. It's just a reality. The Aztec, or the Solcan calendar, or the 260-day calendar, or whatever name you give it, it's still 260 days. We still have 26 letters in the alphabet. We still have a numeric system that revolves around 10, except for 3, 6, and 9. The association of 1 between 2 equals to 3, so nothing is less than 3. Then therefore, what is the beginning of 3 is the beginning of the duality, where there is 1 and 8 equals to what is 9, and 2 and 7, that is equal to 9. But after that, it's all duality. It is 6, 3, and 3, 6, the male phallus. And then it becomes what is 5, 4, 4, 5, the femininity. In 36 is 3 12s, that is 3 souls of an angel feminine. In 63, it's 21, the cube itself, for the 21 dots. Angel 13, 13, 13, 39. What is 21 below is 13 above. Now I'd have to go to the periodic table, or what is Fahrenheit and Celsius. When I say a number, I want to find it everywhere. I want to see what it says everywhere. Why is it sending me here? Why is it giving me this number? Not only that, the rat and the ox, they're both number 39, and 39 can be also as what is 1/3, and what is 1/3 is can be 10, and what is 1/3 can be 30. When you count the lower set of numbers, it equals to 10. When you count the upper set of numbers, it equals to 30. That is 1/3, bringing the lower set of 4 to the upper set of 4. Is it the offense and the defense? Who knows? This is an impartial. 4, 1, 4. The M letter connecting here, leaving these two out. Check it out. I go up to here, down to here, up to here. I leave these two out. Water and earth. If I did it this way, right, I leave out water and earth. If I did it this way, right, I leave out water and earth. So no matter what I do, I'm leaving out a water and earth. It equals to 1,000 Roman numerals, right? In this one, I'm leaving out a water and earth. And in this one, I'm leaving out a water and earth. Since we plug it in with 6 sides, we get 5 in one side. So when we hit 5 sides, right, the plug 6 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to what is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is what is 720 to what is 120 to what is 15. Whoa, that is completely, that's a little off there. Yeah, okay, let me do this. Okay, yeah. It's called Star Math. You add and multiply, I get 15. Right? I don't know why 5 times 4 is 20, times 3 is 60, times 2 is 120. 2 times 3 is 6 by 4, 24 by 5 is 120, by 6 is 720. Check this out. 2, 3, 4, 5 numbers. Check this out. The entire amount of numbers are here. These are inversions of each other, these two. One is 20, one is 15 when added. Why? Because when you have 6, you don't have 1. When you have 2, you don't have 5. They are the back doors of each other. 2015, that's 5725. It's 5775 again, right? Check it out. 6 numbers, 1 more, 720, the tetrahedron, with and without. Singular moon, duality. I like to look at as Mars, Pluto the plug. I'm going to get a glass of water in the kitchen. Good evening. Good evening. So what do? And I'm going to come back. I wrote a couple of cute ChatGPT songs, whatever, the AI Suno radio. If you want, I can play it. I think they're really worth it, right? The way I see things. Maybe I'll put the song on. But first I'll tell you, started many, many years ago, maybe 40 years ago or 50 years ago. I was inquisitive to what is this resting in peace on the seventh day, and who is this God, and who is the taxi man. My father used to get mails from the taxi man. I wasn't sure what that was because he always got taken for a ride at the end of the year. So it just so happens that the word taxi is 28, which is cycling of the moon, plus 9 is 37. The encompassment of the complete circle is 36, one between two, in which, for me, okay, is the association of Earth and Mars coming together. I am just reading in plain language this thing. Where is one? What is one? Where is it located? It's located right here. Where is two? I open it up, but guess what, right? Everything should really, I've been told it should be like this. So when I hold it, look at the angle, right? Look at the angle that's on right here. Yeah, I'm having trouble with my equipment. Anyways, hold on a second. Yeah, I'm a little dingy for what seems to be real. Okay, don't let the equipment get in your way, you know. Don't let this rough equipment from 1985 get in your way. Okay, so yeah, so I'm holding. Yeah, okay, I'll hold up the. Oh, not the 3. I want to hold up the 2. So I want to move myself from here. So you see, I'm going to do it the other way, easier for my camera. Saturn Magic Square. House of Abraham, 44. Isaac, 33. Even though you're seeing this on this kind of cube, in which seems to have only 4 corners, that there can maybe only be 4 area spaces, checking these squares out, or counting these dots as an area space between 4 area squares, or 1 area square encompassed by 8 area squares. This is the way I look at this. But 4 might be a 4 by 4. And 3 might be a 3 by 3. And 3 by 20 is 60 minutes on the clock. And the hockey game begins on ice, where the 30-minute mark is the halfway point. And you turn it around and you have 4 quarters, 4 by 15, 2 fire signs coming in from 2 types of water, 4 and 4. 4 times 4, 16. 4 plus 4, 8. 8 and 16, 24. 2 and 4 is 6. 3 times 3 is 9. 3 plus 3 is 6. 6 and 9 is 15. 1 and 5 is 6. And no matter which way you turn these dice, the only time you become the duality is when you are the duality. Duality to duality. 1 times 1 is 1. 1 plus 1 is 2, looking like 12. 6 times 6 is 36. 6 plus 6 is 12. 12 and 36, 48. 4 and 8 is 12. 1 and 2 is 3. Just like 1 times 1, 1 plus 1 is 3. In duality, two times 2, the mirror, is 4. 2 plus 2 is 4. 4 and 4 is 8. 5 times 5 is 25. 5 plus 5 is 10. 10 and 25 is 35. 3 and 5 is 8. Electric company. Leo, Capricorn, hook me up. 22, communication, 10-4. The odds are 9-5. You flip them an extra buck, you get 25, 1/4. Here is your 88. Your constellation's running off of this 7 over here. Right, running off that 7. Which one will we do next? We did the 61. We did the 25. We did the 30. Oh, we didn't do the, you know which ones we didn't do? Right. I didn't do, did we do this one yet? Right. Okay. 3 times 4. Now, this is not going to end this one. I don't know if I can do this. Because what happened is when this equaled to 6 and 6, this, okay, is going to equal to 1 and 9. Ishmael, Isaac is 33. Abraham is 44. Ishmael is the connection of these two at 76. Okay, double this is 6. Double this is 8. 8 and 6 is 14. Now, why is Ishmael connecting it at 67 or 76? Because it's going straight through. There is no gate underneath connecting the dimension with a double nickel. There's the passage underneath here. Perhaps it's Atlantis. You see the R letter for the radius, the way the D or the R come together halfway between the house? And then it happens again on this side. And when you extend beyond your own area space, it turns into the B letter. The R to this side, the R to that side. Take a look again. Look at this area space, 7 and 7, right? With an area space here, that area space will create that 4 when a pole enters into that area space. An empty area space, one pole enters and boom, we got number 4. But the 1 entered into 7. 1, 7 is AG, it's a string on the piano. It's also the silver gates. AG, 1 times 7, 1 plus 7, the singularity in numbers. 1, 7, 1, 8, and 2, 7. 1, 2, 7, 8 is the singularity on the cube. Need to get a glass of water. I'll be back in a minute. I'm going to explain to you. So that's the one between 2 equals to 3. L for Luna, L for the soul, L for 12. L also equals to what is the hockey game for the soul is on ice. And if the soul, if the breath, if it's frozen on ice, right, the oxygen is what is 6-6. The oxygen is what is 7-7. The oxygen is what is 5-5. And in reduction to 6-6-3, to 5-5-1, to 7-7-5, and it says ACE, SUN, USA, equals to ACE, equals to the split or controlled Sun, Saturn magic square, all the magic squares. Doesn't matter what number it is. There's a reality happening somewhere and everything can connect. Who knows where it has to fit? So you can actually calculate that this place, right, has been, right, like we're living in some kind of, what do you call it? I'm not sure what you call it, simulation. I mean, before, the Twin Towers, those are them. When I was painting this, those were the Twin Towers. When I finished this, I put this in between. Why? I had no choice. Because I have to squeeze it in between the two. I couldn't put it in flat. You wouldn't see the two sides. I'd only see one side. It might look like it's the same. So by doing this, it automatically connects them, right? It connected one area space. That N letter ends up connecting an area space, seeing it from the other side. So when you look how the Russians write their letters, they're writing from the other side, right? So what's the importance of Goenland? Goenland, 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 Goenland. There's a big fight going on up there. There's a big fight going on up there. Crying into the skies, the vibrations, they're all wrong. What's going on all around me? This is not good. Right? That groundhog lies beneath me. My back is sore. Carry me out of this big bad world so we can start all over again. Everything is disruptive. The disruptive mind. CAT, cat, right? C3, A1, T2, divided by 3, right, is 104. But if you take 52 times 6, you will get cat. That's the complete cube. The 9 lives, the pound key, communication. Cat is 2 times 4, 2 plus 4, 8 and 6, dividing the gate. But the cat, right, is 24, which is reverse C, which holds A inside of it. It's part of the AC-DC connect between the cat and the dog. And this is according to numbers. The dog is 26. The cat is 24. The dog cycles with the moon. 2 times 8, 2 plus 8 is 16, and 8, 26. It goes along with Z26. Good girl. Good girl letting me clean that shit out of your eyes, eh? Hey, what are you doing? Closing your eyes with love? Anyway? Look at her. Look at her with her eyes closed. Keep your eyes open. Oh no, help, 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 help. Anything for a tub rub, eh? Anything for a tub rub? Hey, what's going on, baby? Woo! Whoa, what's that? London Bridge is falling down. May I stand on guard? One eye for the spirit, the other for the soul. May I get out of this heavenly soul. May I get out of this heavenly bowl. May I walk under and over the bridge. Hold on, there's a guard standing on guard for thee. Teachers, leave those kids alone. So the reality is of this is here and here is the letter I and the letter H. It's the 8th and the 9th letter equaling to 17 Q. The reverse alphabet is A, B, C, D. okay, which equals to 10J. The association of 10J to get to 17Q is 9I and A1. So the beginning of this transition is between AI reaching Q, reaching what is 8, 9, right? Your high birth. And with this, at the same time, what happens, if we can find another brick, is that, I didn't say brick, I said another brick. So let me take off part of this. Okay, I'm just going to get a brick here, and I'm going to draw the brick halfway between this brick and then halfway between that brick, and now we get 52 and a television. So the 5 times 2 is 10. The 5 plus 2 is 7. Now we have 17, and it's ironic that here we had 9 and 8, 17, and 10 and 7, 17, equaling to 7, 8, 9, 10. Right? And 10 is not the end number, right? 10 is not the end number. You might have 1 all the way to 10, but you get 2 all the way to 20, and 10 is over here. And then you get 3 all the way to 30, right? And then 10's over here. And then you get 4 all the way to 40, right? And then where's your 10 now? You follow what I'm saying? So here's how it works. All right, let's say you go with 4 all the way to 40, right? So you're going to go 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28. Whoop, 28. Let me do that again. Okay, you're going to go 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36, 40. You have done a total of 10 number sequence, and your 10 is right here. It's in the 7th position. That's when your 10 shows up. Now, if you want, we can do 5. And in this, 10 shows up right over here. Okay, now we'll do 7. 7, 14, 21, 28. Whoop, 10 shows up right over here. And we'll do 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, 48, 50, 58, 64. Okay, let me just do that again. 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, 44 Abraham, 52, 60, 68, 76. Did I get that right? Oh, I made another mistake. I see it again. Wow, how do I do that, eh? Left field, bleachers. 48, 56, 64, 72, 80. And here's my 10. So we're going to have a whole bunch of sequences of 10, right? And if you notice, I did not use the 3, 6, or 9. You know what's funny? I don't know why. How I did this, but I have shoes beside me that I shouldn't. They should not be beside me, these shoes. Excuse me. Yeah, and this thing is falling apart, which is not a good sign. I'm not having a easy time putting these. Oh, maybe it's backwards. Maybe I can put it this way. Oh no, that would be just terrible. Wait a second. Oop. What if I put it like that? Whoop, no, that would be terrible. Nope, clumsy. It's just not sitting properly. Tomorrow I gotta fix this thing. I'm gonna have to fix this. It's not right. Okay. Maybe we'll talk about the deck of cards. Okay, so somebody said he really. Okay, so I'm not sure if I answered that question. Yeah, 1, 2, 6, 8. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, five numbers. Okay, um, the 272 is the energy within the gates of Mars. The eight is what is the extremity, right? Outside of one, where one takes up the five position. So the eight is in a power position with one automatically when it's inside with seven and eight. Seven and eight are running two moons. Seven runs with the two, eight runs with the one. So when they're encompassed by two, it's a singularity moon that's in between them that is associated with the current that is going on between the silver gates. And the reason I say that is so what happens here is we get two windows that are created, right? And with that, there's a single window here and a single window here, right? That's created in this. So it sort of looks like, hold on a second, maybe I can squeeze that in. Hold on. Tilt the phone this way and raise it and like that. Okay, so you see the way it goes over these? See the way the singular window is empty here? Singular window is empty here. I connect six, leaving two open to begin with. I use one square and one square occupying, right? So what it is, right, is I went over 9 areas with one square. Let me empty this, right? So you see this here? Okay. So I'm going to go over all these areas here. How can I do it, right? But so it was, and let me do it bigger. Hold on. So this is what it was. There were 8 windows. Okay. And I connected these, right? And check this out. There are 2 left over. And there are 5 left over. 5 and 2 is Earth's heart. Right? Why? Earth and heart are the same thing, and they make things bigger and smaller. Why? 5 times 2 is 10. Right? 5 times 2 is 10. Knock off the 0, it's 1. It's half of 2. 2 times, oh, sorry, hold on a second. 5 times 2 is 10, is twice as much now. So when I multiply it, it cuts it back down in half. I think 2 times 8 is 16, right? And Wait a second. Let me see the number again. Yes. Okay. 5 by 8 is 5. Remember the number 8. So 5 times 8 is 40. Remember 4. Now 2 times 4 is 8. So we built it back up again to the same thing. Right? So, anyways, here's what this equation is. Right? You'll be taking up 3 of 5. Remember that. When you take up 3 of 5, this is what you see. This is what you see. When you see 3 of 5, you see 2 of 4. When you see 3 of 5 and you see 3 of 4, you see 3 of 5, you see 2 of 4. When you see 6 and 2, you see 5 and 1. It's a 5, 3, 8, 6, 2, 8, 4, 2, 6, 5, 1, 6. It's a 4, 2, 6, 5, 3, 8, 5, 1, 6, 6, 2, 8. Following this calculator, just to note, I'm going to show you something else with this. Oof. So the basic is when the doors were beginning to be drawn out, right? That's what it was. Then we connected this set over here. So we connected two areas of 9. Okay. The original amount of squares are 16. How do we get 18? And then when we're finished the connecting 9 and 9, we have an area space here. We have an area space here. We have an area space here, giving us usage of 1 and 7 and 7 and 1, right? Q, Q. When you have an association, right, of this total area space, the top area and the bottom area, we can count as air, air, fire, fire if you do this. I just have to go up and down and shift. That's all. Season 1, Season 2, Season 3, Season 4. Just keep shifting. 9 plays a role inside of 16, and 4 plays a role inside 9. You see that 4 area spot? See that? The areas, hold on. See this? 4, 7, 5, 8. You see this? 6 and 8, 14. 9 and 5, 14. 7 and 5, 12. 8 and 4, 12. 3 and 5, 8. 6 and 2, 8. And then you move it in 5 and 1, 6. 4 and 2, 6. So you just have to fit it inside the grill. Not by my choosing. They chose, not me. How's everybody doing? F1, you know, A6, what is A1 is now F1, right? You flip the cube over. Formula One, the mule. Who is the mule? What is the donkey? What is 4? Why not the U in 4? Moolah. Is Moolah the number? Right? 4 Moolah. 4 is Mars. 4 is the money world. What was A1 is now A6, and the alphabet gets moved over in the Aztec Sumerian. Okay, they take the 260 day and they juggle it into the 360 and 5. The thing about the 5 or the 6 is that it's you, and it's not accountable, and it's accountable, but it's not. And you, accountable and not accountable, count inside what is the leap year to add in the day in the life of you, and you get the birthday in the cycle of 1461 times 4. $58.44. I have to minus. I'm going to minus 57.84. 60. That was last year. No, that was 2 years ago. So let me do the real thing. I'm going to do it for 2 years from now. And 58. Whoop, hold on a second. I'm going to take this call. I'm taking the call. I'm going to go on a 2-minute break or 3. Mm-mm. No. What do you see? Okay, yeah, sorry about that. So if somebody has any questions, I'm gonna stick it out. I just showed you that design there. I spoke about 5775. That's basically the topic. Um, we can also talk about 7848. Singularity, singularity. This is what is the trinity of which this is two-thirds, right? The seven, okay, the seven is made up of what is one, three, and sorry, three, one, and three. It's in a rotation of 3 1 3 1 3 1. And when you get to a 3 1, you have a 4. The 4 is what is one third that fits into the 8 when you're running through the constellations through the seventh gate, which is 2 times 4, 2 plus 4, equaling to 6 and 8. Between 6 and 8. Here are the 12 zodiac signs. Sorry. Here are the 13 moons. Sorry. Here is the explanation between the 13 moons and the 12 zodiac signs. I will explain to you why it's on an angle, why we stop at 7, what gave me this idea, why I marked the moon and the sun 313. 2826 communication centers amongst two moons, Roger Rabbit, Earth to Mars. Is the Earth flat? It's a 4-letter word versus a 5-letter word. You know what's funny is that a 5-letter word fits inside what is the word in the ocean in Leo. But the thing about the 5-letter word, it represents also the sun. Why? And the angle of 135. Because a 5-letter word by 27 is 135, representing electric company, representing the seventh gate. Why electric company? Electric company, electric is 87. Sorry, electric is 75. Company is 87. It equals to 162. Or how about 1, 2 for 12 o'clock and 6 o'clock? What is 2/3 and 1/3 and 1/3 and 2/3? One between 2, 12 o'clock and 6 o'clock, where 12 becomes 24, 2 times 4, 2 plus 4, 8 and 6, where 6 becomes 18, 1 times 8, 1 plus 8 equals to 17. So at 6 o'clock, you can't read it, but you can read what is 12 o'clock in the 2400 hour, whereas what is 12 o'clock is 1 times 2, 1 plus 2 is 2 and through BC. BC 1 times 2, 1 plus 2, BC 23235. Beta communications, ding dong, the bell is coming, 12 o'clock. 12 times 6, 72. House of Venus, the seventh gate, inside 2 moons. The passing is here. It's 6 and 6 zodiac signs connected by the 13th moon. And it's 6 and 6 connected again, but in reality, this is 1 through 7, down to 13, connecting to 13, down over to 7, back to 1, or 1 over to 7G, M13, N14, T20, Z26, the Tzolk'in calendar right here, TZN. Maybe it's the Tzolk'in calendar. T20 is also the 7th. In Gematria, the numbers don't pass 7, and they don't pass here. And the 7 connects 6 and 6, And there is no 7 other than the halfway area space when everything is connected. So it splices, and it even splices here. And when I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, look at that. It overlaps because counting by ones is counting by a half area space. Only the queen's cap moves on this angle. If you get to the deck of cards, that I should not forget, that the one-eyed king and the two one-eyed jacks connect to our singular moon in the sky. Here is 575. You remember I spoke about 5775? About the 1 times 2, 1 plus 2, 3 and 2 equals to 5 for the feminine? About the 1 times 3, 1 plus 3 equals to 3 and 4 for the masculine? 5775, connecting your moons. Your 12 and your 13, or your 12 times 13 is 156. Rubik's Cube has 26 cubes on it. 26, each cube has 6 sides. 26 by 6 is 156, which is what is 13 by 12, where the soul is connected to the man. L12, 13, the king. Rubik's Cube has 156. It's identical to the Bat's Mitzvah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 720, 720, 1440, 1440, 288. I took out number 7. What is it? When you multiply 1 times 2 times 3 times 4 times 5 times 6, or if you add it, 1 through 6, 21, 21, 21, 21. Each one of these is 42, 7. Each one of these is 42, 7, 21, 21. Each one of these is 41, 14, 40, 1481. Did I get that right? Each one of these is 720, 720, 741, 741, 1482. Is that what it is? And 1482? Anyways, regardless of that, what it is when you multiply 1 to 6 and 1 to 6, right? It equals to 720, and 720 is a tetrahedron. Tetrahedron is made up with the minimum of 3 sticks. Diagonal to these 3 sticks is 6 sticks, and then 4 sticks. And when you connect the 3 by 4 corners, you have 4 by 3, 12, right? But since each one has a pole, it's a 4 by 4, 16, 12. And since each pole, okay, has 2 sides to it, it becomes 20. And then the connecting center here is 21. And this is your tetrahedron 720, 720 minutes in April Fool's Day, the 91st, 92nd day of the year in a leap year. You come up to here, it's 13. The 2 bulls clash. I like to call it the heads of Capricorn. How's everybody doing tonight? So where was that water? You know, I don't give myself enough time to prepare some new stuff sometimes. Just give me a minute. Hold on, Sally. Slow down. Slow down. I'm so tired of being clumsy. It's just incredible. It's like no matter what I do. I gotta live with me. Me and me and me and me. I gotta live with me. I have to put up with me all the time, all the time. Always putting up with myself all the time, all the time. Take it easy, take it easy, take it easy. Okay. So I'm just going to do it just a final thing because I'm going to go to bed, right? So for those of you who are new here, what do I do? I observe the differences of everything, associations, games, magic squares, the alphabet, numbers, where I can find number one. Is it 1 o'clock? Is it 1 in the morning? Are there two ones next to each other? Is it 11 o'clock? Are there three ones next to each other? Is it three? Is it two ones next to each other? One times one, one plus one equals to two and one is three, to six times six, six plus six equals to 36 and 12 equals to 48. Four and eight is 12, one and two is three. Or two times two, two plus two is four and four is eight. 5 by 5, 5 plus 5, 25 and 10, 35, 3 and 5 is 8. The 4 times 4, 4 plus 4 is 16 and 8, 24. 2 and 4 is 6. 3 times 3, 3 plus 3 is 9 and 6, 15. 1 and 5, 6. This is a pretty perfect cube. To where 3 in the void is 6, and to where 3 in the dot is 6 void. This is a 3 dot 6 void. This is a 6 dot 3 void. This is a 5.4 void. This is a 4.5 void. The singularity is in the 2.7 void and in the 1.8 void. So I speak from here. I speak because of the association of gematria 7. When I pass it, I go to 15. We have to involve the game of pool. And in the game of pool, it's 717. Again, back to the silver cord. So this is what I talk about, ABC 1, 2, 3. If it's the first planet, if it's the first zodiac sign, if it's the cardinal signs, the mutable sign, if it's the fixed signs, if it's binary, 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, I stop at 64. I go back to the beginning. Since it's 1 between 2 equaling to 3, my first binary base is 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32. 3 and 2 is fine. My 5. My second binary base is 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64. 6 and 4 is 1. So it ends with 5 and 1. What is area 51? Is bringing both binaries together. My third binary base is 3, 6, 12, 24. 3, 6, 12, 24, 48, right? And then 64 brings it over to the other side. Hold on. 3, 6. Did I do 3? 3, 6, 12, 24, 48, 96. Okay. 96 in rotation of the breath, and so on. And then you follow the answers. These are incomplete. I'm going to show you what they are. So what this is this is base binary 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, doubling up. 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32 is also what is 1, 2, 4, 8, 7, 6. That's wrong. Why did I do that again? It's 1, 2, 4, 8, 7, 5. 2, 4, 8, 7, 5, 1, 3, 6, 12, 24, 48, 96 is actually 3, 6, 3, 6, 3, 6. 3 reverts back to itself, okay, in binary here. 8 reverts back to itself, okay. 1 reverts back to itself. I have to keep going. When does 2 revert back to itself? 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, 128 is when 2 comes back to itself. In the 4th house, 2 comes back to itself at 128, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Here at 64, comes back to the 1st house. 6 and 4 is 10. In the 2nd house, comes back to the 1st house, but on the other side, the 6th area, complete on the other side. 5 comes back in the 6th area in the 1st house when 5 comes back, right? When does 4 come back? 4 is over here in the 5th house. Where is 4? 4 is over here. So when does 4 come back? Look, it comes back in the 5th house. So this is what I do. I find out what the numbers find each other. And then I can do the same thing. The last diagram that was behind me on this, back here, which diagram behind me? Okay, hold on. The square and compass. Hold on a second. I'm trying to think. Sevens and 27s. Oh my God. I'm so lost. Sevens and 27s. Boy. Hold on a second. Okay, so you must have been here from another day, right? Is this the one? Okay, it's not this one. I have to think which one it would be. I encourage everybody to take screenshots. Let me think. Do you know when it was from? Is it from tonight? Okay, I have to go through all my pictures. Is it a picture? Yes. Is it a picture? Was it a picture from the background or a picture from my book? Hmm. Okay, it's not this one then. Hold on. I'll find it. Not that one. Can you just tell me? I'm gonna go through them. Okay, I'm gonna tell you which ones it's not. Nope, don't know. The only ones I know I put out is this one here. Oh, wait a second. Was it done on my paper or was it a picture I drew with a pen? Not this. And not this. Okay, no, no. Well, it'll probably come out somewhere. I just don't know where it'll come out. I'll have to